Hello, Czar, and welcome to the Play Games Fast podcast. Do you mind starting off with telling the audience a little bit about yourself?
Um, I haven't been a speedrunner for very long, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. Started off playing Champion Island, but I think my main game now is definitely Stranded Isle.
My God, we've already gone to the grand scheme of things. This guy, we've gone fast. Yep. So, Champion Island, then Stranded Isle. Pixelated Island
Yeah,
games, am I right?
I guess. I know it's weird. I only realized recently, but I guess that's the genre I like playing. There's a couple others, just pixelated island games, so.
Nice. I do hear you talk about Stranded Isle here and there. What can you tell? I'm at least interested. Maybe the audience is too. What is that game? What's the gameplay? What's the speed run? All that?
Well, put it, shortly, I guess. It's rip-off 2D Minecraft, but it's got a fun speedrun and a good community. So you start off, you just gotta, it's pretty much grab materials to craft a boat and escape, and it's very, very RNG based. So
Let's
I guess if you don't
go.
like RNG games, you really shouldn't play it.
Oh man. And we thought some of the all scrolls strats were inconsistent.
No, say you wanted a perfect run in Stranded Isle, it's probably, you know, 10, 10, 12 zeros after, yeah.
Wow. Uh, so what exactly is the RNG element? Like how much materials you get from a tree or something?
Well, there's like a list of materials you have to collect, and you craft different tools to make it go faster, but you have to make do with some of the weaker ones because the others take too long to craft. But all trees and ores and stone drop 2 to 4, and you have to mine a lot of them, so it can go really fast or really slow.
Oh.
And zombies drop 0 to 2 of their respective items, so they drop cloth and ichor, and ichor is really the make or break point in most runs.
All right. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could sit through that. Is it like a web game or what?
It's made on Pico 8, which is kind of it's a game engine for making like kind of retro fantasy games, like
Oh, that's like the emulator, not
stuff you'd find on
emulator.
old arcade machines. It's not an emulator; it's its own game engine, but
It's the emulator, but it's
you can
not
program
emulating
stuff on it.
anything.
I guess. So it's all like 16-bit color palette stuff like that.
Oh
So it runs
yeah.
on that. So it is a web game. You can play it on web, but you can also play it as an application and on the Pico 8 console itself.
Oh yeah. That's the Celeste thing.
Yeah, it's same as Celeste, although Celeste is the only well-known Pico 8 game.
Good game. Good game, Celeste.
Yeah, I
Um,
tried running it a while back, but it didn't go so well.
dude, speed games like that are crazy hard to run. I prefer just replaying it casually because it's just such a fun game with good movement.
Yeah, it's no, it's fun, but some like the speedrun tricks are just nuts.
I haven't even dared look. Like when I first heard of a wave dash, I was like, "Ooh, funny dash is a possible thing. Okay, that's fun." And then like you get to stuff like extended super jump. I look at the guy who tells me to do that, like, huh?
Oh yeah, stuff like that sucks. There was this other game a while back that I played for a competition, and one of the tricks that saved like 10 seconds was this crazy hard jump that was like double jump pause for the exact amount of time, but the double jump's a glitch as well, so you get 3 jumps across this massive river, and that was just ridiculous, and I could never pull it off.
Oh man. I yeah. You're talking about how you're a new speedrunner in the grand scheme of things. If you're new, I'm just a baby because I picked up Champion Island in August, and I haven't touched any other game speed wise.
Well, you've been speedrunning for just about as long as me. I only joined the community a week or two before you.
Yeah,
Or more, or was it more? Something like that. But yeah, Champion Island was the first game I ran.
maybe I should branch out in speedrunning as well. I'm just so bad at video games, it hasn't really
Hmm. Yeah, I tried
been
a lot
found
of
fun.
games, but yeah, it's hard to find something you really enjoy. I thought Champion Island was it for me, but after Perfect Marathon, I guess I just moved on.
After Perfect Marathon, I didn't even want to look at the marathon sport ever again.
Oh, come on, Ryan. Best sport. Easy.
Have you seen me ranting in my Discord like literally moments ago about marathon?
Yes. I saw it this morning and I was just disappointed. Come on. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect.
Practice does make perfect. Apparently, I'm bad at practicing.
True. Although, I guess there's a bit of a trade off because if you spend enough time to get like a perfect sport, unless you're Wasi, I guess, or Sunshine,
Unless you're
or
Wasi.
Mario. Yeah, pretty much. You might not just get enough time practicing the other sports. So, some people, generalists, really good at everything, and some people just try and get
True.
perfect at one little
I
thing.
sunk copious amounts of time into climbing, just like playing around at school, and I can do climbing halfway consistently if the snowballs are good to me.
Have I gotten the sub 11?
No, well, pause strat's the only time where I have trouble. I don't play with
Ah,
audio at school, you see.
okay. Well, Mario made a great guide on pause strat.
Oh yeah, yeah. I feel like I've heard that one a few times.
Very informative.
um, so speaking of these kind of all-rounder things, I wanted to bring up the tournament, the big old randomizer tournament. I know that you're one of the main guys organizing that.
Yeah. So a while back, I don't know, since the beginning, the community was like massive, right? And it quieted down a lot after the doodle got removed from the main page. And after it had been quiet for a while, I was kind of like, hey, let's do a tournament. And everyone kind of said it was a bad idea, but did it anyway. And we had like 8 people, no, 9 people, because Sidhu joined and beat me and Brendan at the same time, which was a bit of a shame. But
Dang.
but Sidhu went on to do pretty well, and I think was it Fibble? Yeah, Fibble won that tournament.
Yeah, yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So then afterwards, yeah, and Brendan helps out a lot too, because in the first one he helped stream pretty much every round.
I feel like
Um,
Brendan only joined the Discord a day after me. How, like,
I know, and he
oh no, a
seemed
day
so
before
much.
me rather. Because I
Yeah,
was, for no apparent
and he
reason,
was happy.
scrolling through the welcome channel, and I saw Brendan, and then the next day me. So
Hmm.
wh- from that, I can tell it was much faster than the randomizer tournament.
Yeah, yeah. That one didn't go for as long. The randomizer tournament, I think, went a bit long. People lost interest,
Yeah, only a
and
little bit long.
I pretty much dipped like a week before the end of it. So I was like off Discord and everything for a while. So that didn't end well. And Brendan really saved that one. So
Yeah, I definitely had my fair share of fun with it, especially with the early rounds. But the later rounds, that randomizer just said, you know what? Screw you. Archery 2, rugby 2, all the fun stuff. Have fun.
oh yeah, that was I saw that and that was just rough. That was a rough round. I felt sorry for you guys.
Dude, like even after that round, it would throw the occasional archery and rugby 2 at us. Like
Yeah, no,
I
that
would be
was tough.
commentating, I'd be like, oh no, Godspeed.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll have another tournament sometime soon. Got a couple ideas.
Yeah. I saw a couple ideas when I was in my brief time in the tournament planning channel. I saw a CE tournament. Can't wait for Tama Person to become competitive. I can imagine. Although the only
I'm
problem with category extension tournaments It's like a lot of the category extensions are short.
Yeah, that is the issue with like really short categories. Like ILs, I thought about for a while, but yeah, they're just too short. And if you gave people like submission time, they just get like perfect, you know?
Yeah, climbing IL round, kind of just the people who know pause strat versus the people who don't.
Yeah, pretty much. Maybe next time we'll just make up categories, you know?
Yeah, woo! Make up
Yeah,
the content. Perfect.
exactly. I'm sure it would go perfectly well.
And speaking of making up new things, it's not really made up, but GRS. I know you've seen some of that monstrosity. How do you feel about it?
What monstrosity? My
GRS,
volume.
Games Ruin Strat, the little cutscene skip Funada found.
Yeah. Well, I didn't love GDS at first. I preferred just normal all scrolls. I feel like it would have belonged in glitched, and I think a few of the other runners in the Discord feel the same. And GRS, I mean, it's interesting. Pausing on the, well, very close to the right frame to skip the cutscenes, interesting and very difficult, as I've heard, but I have not attempted it myself. I haven't attempted a Champion Island run in a very long time.
Yeah. I've managed to pull it off a few times. I've gotten to the point where I landed GRS on all of the sports up to archery, and
Oh,
I hate myself for not just TSAing archery and
cutting your
artistic
losses.
swimming so that I could get that very first sub 9. But hey, we can't win them all. Now maybe Fibble will get it.
Yeah, nah. Fiddle's a really good runner, but
He actually
I
has
mean, I
decent
reckon
skill at marathon, unlike some of us.
if you outgrind him, I reckon you could do it.
Have you- I'm sorry. Have you seen my Twitch channel for the past 3 days?
Um, yeah, I've seen it.
My
I mean, I
knee,
haven't watched the streams, but
my knees hurt.
just get knee pads.
Mother jacked my. I grabbed my pillow. Luckily, I got a little
Well,
nice porch chair now, so we good.
hmm. Yeah, streaming on your knees. Some dedication right there.
Yeah, like
They'll just be uncomfortable.
it was. It hurt. Like when I was doing it on just plain carpet, I was like, there's gotta be a good alternative to this. Since I stream in my bedroom, I just grabbed the pillow from my bed, which is sitting right next to me, and I just am like, you know what? Sure.
Hmm. How tall is your desk? So, like, are you having your arms like up,
I am
zombie
short.
playing,
And my desk
Uh,
is a rational size, and I'm in a lawn
uh,
chair. So currently, yes, I am having some troubles reaching it.
oh, that's a shame. Although it'd be kind of funny to see.
Not having troubles reaching it. It's just my wrists are being cut by are starting to be are just on the corner of the desk in an annoying way. I think it was
Yeah, yeah.
better, like in
Hmm.
terms of being able to reach the keyboard when I was on my knees than in this lawn chair.
Wow.
But at least I don't have to pain my knees when I'm in the lawn chair.
Guess it's a bit of a sacrifice. Wrists or knees.
Well, I mean, I can reach the keyboard just fine, just a bit. It takes a bit of getting used to.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you get a new chair soon. Or is
Yeah.
the lawn chair becoming permanent?
Hopefully won't. I'll probably just get the chair I've been using back after spring break. Mom's just using it for who knows what. And
Oh, your chair got stolen. Right.
yes, my chair is stolen.
A shame.
And sorry, brain just left me. Yeah, chair was stolen. I'll probably get it back after spring break. If not, I have a birthday coming up, so crossing my fingers. But yeah.
True.
Another thing I wanted to ask you about, a thing I really know you for, is that good old 400-meter marathon video.
Oh, the tutorial.
Yeah, the tutorial. That thing helped me a lot early. Um,
Oh, that's good to know.
Made it slightly more tolerable in the early days of speedrunning for me.
That's good. Well, I'd grinded 400-meter marathon for so long that I knew it pretty well. Uh, Perfect marathon was tough, and I thought maybe like some of the stuff I found out like towards the end, like when I was getting 35 2 3s like all the time. I didn't know why until Red talked about wide movement. So I thought if I made a guide, it might make it easier for people to you know, get perfect marathons or get better. Just having all that knowledge that I didn't have at the start.
Yeah, when I got my first 37 marathon, I was like, yes, I am not garbage.
Yeah. I think 37-2 was the first marathon I did and the first speedrun I ever submitted.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
my first speedrun's much less good.
What was
uh,
yours?
it was a 1036 Warpless done on a school computer because I was bored.
Damn.
Me and my friend, as I've told many times before on this podcast, just started grinding out runs. My friend being Pink Mazer, she actually has a username now, so I can just stop calling them a friend. Yeah,
Ryan,
me and Pink would
we,
just.
we know you're the same person.
We're not. I'm not the same person.
We believe that.
There's no evidence saying that me and Pink are the same person.
I know.
She's not my mirror goblin.
Mirror Goblin? That
Yeah,
is a phrase I never thought I would hear.
yeah, no. While Red was trying to convince me that she was in fact also the same person as I am,
Mm.
um, he mentioned that like it's possible for multiple alts to be, like in the brain active at once, especially if there's a especially if there's a mirror
Well,
present. So I was like,
uh,
okay, BRB, gotta like, yeah, let's have my reflection log into Discord. And then Hollow just hits us
yeah,
with
no, that'd be
the
weird.
BRB, time to get my mirror goblin logged into Discord.
Well, it's a kind of a joke in the Stranded Art community. Hollow's a goblin because he's just really short.
I
He's a
didn't
basement
ask him
goblin.
about that when I was on it, when it was his episode.
Yeah.
Should have
Mm.
should have brought up height. I mean, I'm not that tall myself. I'm 5'5".
Oh wow. Okay.
Um, it, it's just fun to bring up other heights. Just on the internet, I get to lie about who I am.
It's kind of sad though. Just embrace being a goblin, okay?
Just embrace being dumb. I mean, I'm not as short as some of the other people I know. Like, I know some short people,
Yeah, I know some short people too.
the 4 foot range.
Wait, really? Damn.
Yeah, I have a friend who's like, I want to say 4'10", 4'11".
Hmm. I don't know anyone in the 4 foot range, but I do have a friend who's my age as well, and he's like 5'3", so
I take great pleasure in walking up to people shorter than me, like walking like 2 inches away from them, and then just looking directly down at them. Is that regular?
no, but I guess that's a power move.
Yeah, I'm just powerful. I'm the tall one in that situation, and only in that situation.
Yeah. Well, you gotta take advantage of it when you have that situation.
Yeah. Um, I also want to ask you about a Discord event that happened around. Christmas time, snow's
Oh
giving.
god.
Why did you sink
Oh
so much
god.
time into that?
Um,
Like
very
I muted
competitive.
that channel because I would keep seeing the little server light up, and I'd be hopeful that someone actually said a word. But no, it's Czar and snow's giving.
Okay, if it wasn't Sunshine, I don't think I would have done nearly as much. It was Sunshine, so I had to beat him.
Oh, just to beat
In
Sunshard.
yeah, in marathon, right? We were competing to be who would get it first. Um, and then I was really close, and so was Sunshine. And I went away for a week on holiday, so I couldn't grind at all. And he got it like 8 hours before I got back, and then I got it a day later. So that was rough.
No.
Yeah, but
So then you saw an opportunity to go against him, and you're just like, you know what?
well, no, yeah, and in the MSD too, kind of
The what?
mobile speedrunning Discord.
Ah,
Sunshine's in that too. Never really competed him with him in that, but Sunshine can just be annoying. We argued for like
my goodness. I'm just going to the
several
Snow's Giving channel right now. Um,
several thousand. Yeah.
I forget who it was. I like stun locked. There was somebody
That was
there.
me. That was
Yep.
me for a while,
Yeah.
and then I said I'd beat you in the tournament for it, and I think I did.
Oh yeah,
So
that's right.
it's
Yep.
fine.
You sure went. Okay. Well, have fun in the tournament then. I
Yeah,
think
it was
I
revenge.
temporarily tried doing it to Fibble, and then he was like, "Oh no, your worthless one accidentally got rejected. Uh-oh."
Not abuse.
Yeah.
No, I thought
Well,
Fibble was going to win that, but then it was just me and Sunshine in the end.
man. But like, out of all the things to do with your day, you're like, okay, I'm going to type slash throw at Fukuro every, what was it, minute, 2
30.
minutes?
I'm pretty sure it's 30 seconds.
Oh man.
Look, I may have some regrets, and towards the end, me and Sunshine both realized how stupid it was. How absolutely stupid it was, and just stopped.
Yeah,
So,
I remember you guys were like, okay, so do we just tie this at the end? Is it like
yeah.
5,000 or
And then,
something
and then,
crazy?
and then Fibble and Red were like, no ties, get back. And, yeah.
No. Why must you turn us against each other?
I know, it was going to be so peaceful. We were both going to be Snowball Master, and Fibble and Red came in and were like, screw you.
Yeah, there can only be one Snowball Master.
Well, was it worth it? No, not at all.
Well, when people ask you about roles and they spot your
Snowball Master?
yeah, when they
Yes.
spot your Snowball Master role, you get to tell that story.
Mhm.
Or we get to
Well,
redirect them to this episode of the podcast.
true. Gave this one more views than Hollows.
Yeah. I think that Brendan still remains as the most viewed.
Uh, well, weren't they
But
like
Hollow is
five
close.
apart?
But I have to
Yeah.
check right now. YouTube, my channel, video by most popular. Yep, 62 views on the original uh EXCF episode and 56 on Hollow's episode. I hate I hate the thumbnail design for Hollows. I despise it. I despise the fact that just found a random picture of a grandma online, got this big red circle and this big red arrow.
Yeah, when I saw that thumbnail, I was very confused. Like those conspiracy theory things where they're like, there's an
the
alien in this picture, but
the red
make sure you see
yarn
it. I'm going to
between the
draw,
little
yeah, make sure you see it. I'm going to draw a red circle around it, zoom in, and put a big arrow just to make sure.
Dude, the arrow isn't even that like thick. Like it might have been more visually appealing, and the circle is an oval. I just I just hate
Yeah,
every part of it.
it's not a good thumbnail. At least you didn't use the 3D text.
Imagine if I did, just like, ah, yes, 3D text, gaming and grandmas.
Yeah, 3D text really gives it that shitty thumbnail vibe.
It's something. My,
Oh
my
yeah.
thumbnails are something else most of the time. We've got the all doodles run, and then for my second all doodles run, it's all doodles except the old Google logo instead of the newer one. And this one is 3D text. Wee.
Oh god, this one's gonna be 3D text. Lovely.
Yeah. Old Google logo is 3D text, and I decided to use that logo for my second All Doodles thumbnail.
Hmm. Are
And
you
then,
some
uh,
old doodles or no more?
yeah, I have very poggers and awesome All Doodles run, followed immediately by why am I still doing this?
And then I've run out of thumbnails.
Oh yeah, yep, don't worry, yeah, the third thumbnail I've made today. That was because on that same day, I designed the thumbnail for Play Game Fast Episode 3. I did the thumbnail for Return from the Grave, which was a plus PB, and that one was just my final third place ESA not marathon or plus run with
Imagine
the
putting effort
best
into your
title ever as
thumbnails.
well.
What was the title?
HJABGUIHAGFIWE. Basically, home row.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now imagine putting effort into your thumbnails. Just click one of the three that YouTube gives you. Works every time.
Oh. Yeah, I keep seeing those, and 90% of the time, one of them is archery. Like, YouTube really thinks, wow, the archery intro is so cool.
Yeah, man. Archery is just epic.
I mean, I'm not gonna argue with it. Archery is pretty cool, but I don't think it should be all of my thumbnails. Although the majority of my first thumbnails are just the Google Doodle Champion Island logo.
Huh.
I think the first one I did that wasn't that is my Thomas one, which is a very low quality image of Thomas. And then I went
Ooh.
back to doing that for a while, and then I was lazy one day, so my sub 820 was not that. And then eventually, I finally get to Idiot Fools Around because it's Attempt 1000, where I actually put effort
Yeah,
into a
you've been good on
thumbnail.
that.
I took somebody else's art and I put some text on it, and I called it a day.
Solid.
I made sure not to cover the watermark because I did not feel like an angry artist coming after me.
Yeah, imagine just waking up and looking out your window and there's this like angry dude with a beret and a paintbrush like shaking it angrily at you.
Yeah, he somehow found where I live off of a thumbnail.
Thumbnail boxing, never heard of it?
Yeah, based on the specific images that you use, I can find what Google results came up. Therefore, what state you live in.
I mean, pretty much.
Yeah. It's all fun and games until I post my profile picture as the thumbnail. Now what state do I live in, boy?
Um, we'll just find your cat. Surely if I zoom in on the collar enough, I can find
Oh no, don't worry.
some words.
I made sure to blot out the color with some yellow MS Paint stuff.
Ah,
I
damn,
was like,
too
I
smart.
I looked at that when I was first getting my profile picture, and I was like, huh, that's how I get myself doxxed. I'm gonna just grab my phone screenshot editor tool and done.
Yeah, I nearly accidentally doxed myself this morning actually, because I left my computer on overnight for a long 80% run for Stranded Isle, which is just a really stupid category we play for as long as possible. And I don't know why it was added, but it's there. And at the very start, I opened up like my files, and that like appeared on there, and it just had my real name just everywhere, and I nearly uploaded that.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Yeah, I almost did a similar thing. I was playing around with Out of Bounds, and I did a thing where I would use basically TSA cone skip combined with Out of Bounds to get into Marathon to get into Marathon 2 without Melon Bread. Obviously, it was much longer because you need to set up the Out of Bounds. But I realized when watching back the video that when I went to switch tabs, uh, ooh, yay, the name of my school.
So I'm guessing you didn't upload that.
I know that file is staying on my school computer and will never leave.
Hmm.
I do not feel like doxing myself today. And the thing is, it's a small school too, so there wouldn't be many options.
Yeah, we just have to find the 5-5 uh, Champion Island streamer.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, find the easy. Just I don't know how to make a joke about this without providing opportunities to dox myself. Um, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything that I'm gonna regret.
Yeah, that's probably wise. Hollow
Uh,
would do their very best to stalk you.
yep, people sure will. I've been on the internet long enough to know that people weird.
People are weird. Yeah.
Well, I've run out of topics, and as tradition demands, I have to ask you, what is your opinion on pineapple pizza?
I am not a picky eater, and if I have pineapple pizza, I will eat it.
Let's
But it is
go.
not my first choice when like getting pizza, but I really don't mind. I
Good,
think if you like
good.
pineapple pizza, go for it.
Yes, good. Good, Czar. All right.
Mouth-working, murdered in
Uh,
my sleep.
all right, Czar. Thanks for coming on the show. This is a fun episode to record.
Thanks for having
And
me.
mhm.
Thanks for having me.
All right, see ya.
See ya.